The following is a transcript between Matthias de Stefano, referred to as me, and his higher self, referred to as I am. Dated 14th of September 2020. The subject is the emotional aspect of the third eye chakra in the constellation of Virgo. I am. What do you feel today? Me. Exhaustion. As if he didn't want to do anything. I feel as if a metamorphosis is happening within me, and I find myself entering the process of becoming a chrysalis. I just feel the sensation of the wave going down, entering a depression, aware of going inward. I am. This is just the warming up of what you've come to do. Your body is recognizing the things it needs to let go of in order to move forward now. Me. Today, in the pyramid, I faced one of the messages that I have long sought to deny, and the things I was receiving yesterday began to make more sense. Part of my mission, of the things that I have been rejecting for 900 years. I am. Everything is starting to exert its force on you. What do you feel? Me. I feel like a kind of existential crisis, but in reverse. Instead of losing sense of things, all the separate stories of my life and my lives start to make more and more sense. And in that epiphany, instead of feeling euphoria, I feel depression. I am. Because the result is exactly what you always denied. Me. I don't want to be what I'm supposed to be. And as much as my mind somehow accepts it, accepts responsibility, my body continues to refuse. I feel that I don't want to stop being what I am to be what I really am. I am. Going from caterpillar to butterfly. Both are part of you. You do not stop being a caterpillar because you become a butterfly. You have only raised the vibration of your caterpillar state. Me. Even so, the caterpillar feels death, not knowing what it will be. I am. But inside him, there is the pulse that leads him to know that he will resurrect. What is your pulse? Me. Yes, I'm sorry. Perhaps I have begun to mourn a part of me before my time. Since I was little, I have always said that I had agreed to 2 sure moments of death in this life. One at 33 years of age, and the others at my 87 years old. Yesterday I realized that death is near. In the fictionalized story that I wrote, La Gran Inerencia, my death at the age of 87 in the area of La Esperanza, province of Rio Negro, Argentina, was announced by an eclipse that made me know that I should leave a message in a parallel reality. Try again. This time without being afraid to be and become who I am supposed to be. That eclipse is this December 14th, 2020. And beyond the fact that I realized this about 4 months ago or so, it is today that I begin to assimilate it. I'm afraid to stop being who I am, or die trying during the eclipse. I am. Death is a gift, in which you will not lose your I, but you will join me as one to be I am, a single heartbeat, a single pulse. Me, reborn as someone who overcomes, adding, not subtracting. Well, I am. It is the only way to be one, when the parts are integrated. Me, become a full pulse. I am. The sacred heart. But you are not afraid of this heartbeat in you, but of what this generates in those around you. Me. Yes, many times I am what I am for fear of losing those close to me, that they think I'm someone else. The typical comment, you've changed, you're not the one you used to be. I am. People fear change, not transformation. The change is a half turn of 180 degrees. In a human perspective, it is changing from day to night, or turning your back on someone by turning on yourself. People fear 180-degree changes because they feel ignored and abandoned, seeing something they weren't used to. And those who changed find themselves seeing a totally new panorama and horizon. And to advance in it, they must leave behind many of those they knew. The path does not ask you to change. On the contrary, it asks you to transform. Transforming is a 360-degree turn, in which, turning on you, you observe all the possible horizons and possibilities that you have. You recognize what you could not see because your back is turned. But you return to the same position with greater knowledge, perspective, wisdom, and capabilities. All this ready to be shared with your loved ones and with many more. Changes hurt. Transformations expand. Me. I understand. Yes, my concern is always what I can generate in others from my pulse. I am. The energies that we generate by pressing create magnetic waves and electrical reactions in the environment that surrounds us, which, in living organisms like other people, produce energy movements that generates discharges that create emotions. For this reason, it is our acts or inactions that also produce great movements outside. And this is what sometimes, for fear of harming others, leads us to repress our own truths. How many people deprive themselves of being who they are, knowing that by action they will trigger an energy that will make others react with new emotions? But the truth is that you cannot be responsible for how others assimilate the information, but for how you press it. You cannot take charge of other people's emotions, only of personal intentions. Me. In other words, I must be consistent and harmonious with what comes out of me for others. But if the positive that I exhale is received as negative by someone, it's not my fault. It's simply because the energy filters of that person I am. Energetic communication is like communication in different languages. You get lost in translation. Each one has its dialect, and there are words that, no matter how identical they may be, mean totally different things to others. Me. Like some verbs between Spanish and Argentine that bring a lot of confusion, but also humor. I am. An energetic misunderstanding is the same as a linguistic misunderstanding. A misplaced comma or period, a spelling mistake, it makes a difference, but no matter how well you write, if the reader is from another culture or has another level of reading interpretation, the message will be targiversized no matter what you do. Therefore, you cannot blame yourself for not having control of how others will assimilate the information, or each of your pulses, but you must take care of doing your best to make it the most balanced, harmonious, and coherent pulse possible. Me. Yes, I must take care of myself and not so much how others receive it, because if I am coherent, the pulse of my being will come resounding as coherence. I am. Therefore, ask yourself, how and from where do you emit your pulses to the world? This is your task for today. Identify your energetic and emotional projections. Just as the emotions you feel are the product of the reactions of external pulses, each of your own pulses, and by that I mean attitudes, actions, intentions, emotions, expressions, etc., all of them generate reactions in your outer world, causing emotions on those around you. So, what emotions do you generate in others? What are you projecting? Me. I can say that I manage to identify what I project actively and passively. In the active aspect, I usually seek to provoke emotions on purpose through what I write and communicate, which awakens many emotions in others of all kinds. And in the passive aspect, I have noticed throughout my life that with my indifference or silence, or with my simple absence, strong emotional reactions are generated in others. This makes me understand the importance of my word and my silence. I am. It's your pulses. They each have different ways of eliciting emotions in the others. Today is the day to think about what I strike out, and for this, you must accept what you are. Fear not. This time, you can do it. Me. Take a deep breath, and I know I will. I just have to take advantage of this moment of falling to understand it. I am. I will be waiting for you at the top of the wave.